welcome development that what the federal government has been denying before, now they are admitting it. I could recall some months ago when the US government put Nigeria on the watch list. Oh, they started coming out and saying, oh, why would they do that? Why would they do that? The federal government was blaming Khan because they believe Khan has been raising alarm that, oh, see what has been happening to Christians in this country. But the federal government said, no, why would you say that? That is not the true picture. And the US government gave the reason why they did that, why they put us on a watch list. But the federal government started denying it, that that is not the true picture and what have you. But now today, the federal government is admitting that yes, these Boko people are targeting Christians and what have you just because they want to divide the country. But you denied it before that they were not targeting Christians. Then why the sudden change? Because Lai Mohammed, it was Lai Mohammed that said that when he was addressing journalists. He now said the reason for this is this and that. And remember that some days ago, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, he cried to the International Criminal Court to save Christians from all the things that have been happening in this country after some days, because they know that maybe they could be replied or they could be asked question or questioned. And now that's why Lai Mohammed is coming out to say, wow, when it is not this, it is not that. But you have been denying it. You've been denying it. They've all been denying it. Even Femi Adesina, they've been denying it, that is not the true picture. Then why the sudden change? Because it is glaring to everybody. Everybody knows what has been happening in this country. One thing is that truth can never be covered, no matter how you want to be economical with it, no matter how you want to try to paint it, to make it seem for people to believe that, oh, you are saying the truth. But people know what is happening. It's just that even if they try to counter what you are saying, even if they try to tell you to your face and you don't want to agree, well, people have said their own, but you can continue to run with the lies. What is surprising in all of this thing is that federal government has made a lot of, has given a lot of reasons why we are experiencing what we are experiencing as far as insecurity is concerned. Initially, they told us, oh, it was opposition party, those who are in the opposition, they are the one causing problem, they are the ones instigating people to do all manner of things. Secondly, they told us, oh, the situation in Libya, that is what is causing what is happening. Later, they blamed the religious leaders, that they were the one inciting, making some statements. Even they even attacked them, that, oh, they were the one crying to the international community that Christians are not being treated well in the country. Before we knew it, Murik came out again. Those ones started forming what is not, to make it seem as if that the Muslims too are being marginalized. But and we said it, that all of those things that the man was bringing out, this the Murik president, Ishak Akitola, they were not really hard enough. But that being said, but what the federal government has been standing on, saying no, it is not all about a religion. It is just these people that are trying to sell it out to make it seem as if it is all about religion. But those who have been affected are Christians. At some point, the president came out again, gave reason. He said, even gave statistics of Muslims that were really affected, and people were like, "For real? Why would you be giving statistics saying, oh, Muslims are the more, they are the one that are most affected? Are they not human being? Are they not human being?" And again, the government turned around again, especially the president turned around again and blamed the people of Borno State, that they are the ones giving happy hand to these Boko people. So they've just been giving different reasons why we are experiencing all of these things. But the issue is that they know the problem, and yet they don't want to go for solution. They don't know how to tackle with the problem, because one thing is for you to know where the problem is coming from, because when you know where the problem is coming from, it will be easier for you to deal with such problem and prefer solution. If you don't know where the problem is coming from, this is when you continue to suffer what you are not supposed to suffer. But now they've told us a lot of things that have caused this whole crisis, yet they cannot even solve it. Now, Lai Mohammed is not telling us that yes, these Boko people are really targeting Christians because they want to divide the country. And you never agreed to that before. You never agreed to that. Lai Mohammed is still telling us that the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari has no systematic campaign to persecute Christians in Nigeria. Yes, you can say that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you have to come and campaign over it, or you have to promise, or you have to do whatever. Like they always say, action speaks louder than voice. Your body language alone, the manner to which you address all these cases, it shows. We are even talking about this Boko people. What about the herdsmen that you have not even made a categorical statement with all of the things happening in this country, with all of the things that they are doing? You have not even made a categorical statement. Police cannot even do anything. Police are just waiting because from their own position to that they are not ready to do anything. They are waiting for order from above. How can the country be running like that? And now Lai Mohammed is telling us that the president does not have a systematic campaign to to treat Christians or maltreat them. You don't need to do campaign, but with the body language, everybody is getting the message. Lai Mohammed also believes that the soldiers, they are really doing their work very well, that the troops were winning the war, including the recent happening. And the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, made the position of the government known at a briefing in Abuja on the current security challenges facing the nation. He said, recall that this Boko didn't use to discriminate between Christians and Muslims when they carry out their attacks in the past. Churches and mosques, Christians and Muslims were attacked without discrimination. When they targeted motor parks, the religion, gender, ethnicity, or political cleaning of the victims didn't matter, as long they inflicted the maximum damage to lives and property. But in the wake of a renewed onslaught by a tireless military against the Boko and the ISWAP allies in recent times, the insurgents have apparently changed their strategy. They have started targeting Christians and Christians' villages for a specific reason, which is to trigger a religious war and throw the nation into chaos. Apparently, they have realized how emotive and divisive religion can be when exploited by unscrupulous persons. So if really now you are saying all of this is, and these are the things Christians are saying, because the Christians are the most affected, and you were saying that they should not do that. Now he's not admitting that in the wake of a recent happenings that they're beginning to target Christians. It has been like that, and that's what people have been saying. That is what people have been noticing. And you are saying they shouldn't say that. Now, why are you not changing the whole thing? Why are you not admitting, or why are you not changing from your initial stand that it's not all about Christians? Now, he's not trying to tell us now that they just started to target Christians. That is what Lai Mohammed is making us to believe, that now they are not targeting Christians, that before they don't used to, and they didn't used to target Christians. You can see how they are trying to be smart. The federal government is trying to be smart. Now they are now accepting it now that they just started at targeting Christians, that they were not targeting Christians, which is not true. Which is not true at all. Someone says that change race to power too. Very soon we will know who is who. One day they will also agree that the real Buhari is no more. The man we have in Nassau Rock is Sudanese. Someone say it's now clear that what Nnamdi Kanu has been saying is true. Someone say I can never trust anything from the mouth of this man called Lai Mohammed. Don't believe this government. They are the sponsor of this Boko people. Nigeria, my question is, who is fooling who? Since the said Boko Haram members can be rehabilitated and forgiven and be recruited into the same midst of Nigerian soldiers with the same of repentance, in the name of repentance, let me tell you people and assure you that nothing will ever unite Nigeria again. Thank God I'm a Biafran and we are going our separate way in no distance. So guys, let us hear your own opinion concerning what the federal government, the position of the federal government. Now they said it wasn't as a result of they were not targeting Christians, that they were just doing it randomly. But now they are beginning to target Christians just to divide the country. Who is fooling who? And that is what people have been crying about. Like we said, the president was trying to give statistics of even the Muslims that were affected. And people are like, as a leader, you are not even supposed to be saying that, because these people too, they are they are human beings. But now they are changing the music for us now. That it is now they are they started, or they start to attack Christians that they were not attacking Christians before. That is what the government is trying to make us believe, that it has never been the issue of targeting Christians. I don't know whether you want to believe these narratives from the federal government. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below in the comment section. Thank you.